Y'all, y'all. So something made me kind of peeved this week. It was another P word, actually. Kind of made me feel quite, kind of angry, frustrated, like WTF, right? So here's the story. I'm in a number of songwriting review groups, and I follow different groups. And yes, I have my own at-home songwriting. But this is not my group. So if you're a member of At Home Songwriting, I'm not talking about you. But in a review submission, there was a songwriter who submitted a song that he was claiming to own and saying that he owns it because he pays for the AI site. Okay. So what this was he wrote some lyrics, wrote some words, and then he uploaded them into Udio, which is an AI music generation site, which I'll talk about more in a minute, as Jake keeps licking his lips back there. Jake, quiet. So it's a song review that's supposed to help songwriters, right? So this songwriter wrote lyrics, had AI completely set the lyrics to music and sing a track, and then he wants everybody else to give feedback on his song, okay? So there's a few levels to this, so bear with me. So let's start with how I view songwriting and the craft of songwriting. So to me, the craft of writing songs is setting words to music. It's the art and the craft of setting words to music. So it's writing lyrics, and the end goal is to set them to music. Okay? So as I talk about this, I don't want you to feel bad if you write lyrics and you're not a musician, okay? So I don't want to downplay the act or the art of writing lyrics. So that's not my point. But what makes me mad, if somebody is in a group to improve their songwriting craft and to improve their songwriting, they're taking a lyric that they wrote, which is theirs, right? They wrote it, and then they're having generative AI, Udio, create the melody and setting the words to music and then submitting it for review. The part that makes me the most mad is the submitting it for review, right? Because to me, you're asking someone to critique your craft when you only did like 25% to 50% of it, right? So you're not really writing or crafting a song at this point. You wrote lyrics, and this machine did the rest of your work. And now you want someone to give their feedback, right? So what are they giving feedback on? How well the machine set your lyrics, right? And then this person says, well, I pay for the premium of the site, so it says I own this 100%. Okay, so you own what it spits out, right? You own it. But here's the catch on this. The Library of Congress, the United States Copyright Office, has come out and said they will not copyright anything that is AI or machine created. So I'll say that again. The Copyright Office has come out and said they will not copyright anything that is machine or AI created. So in this situation, if you wrote lyrics and then you had the machine set it to music, you cannot copyright the melody or the music. Like you might like quote unquote own it. So in Udio's eyes, you can do whatever you want with it. But to the Copyright Office, nobody owns that. So I own it as much as you own it, right? So it's public domain, basically, because there's no copyright. So the only part that this person would still be able to copyright is the lyric. Are you following? So what my point is as songwriters, we want to learn the craft of setting our words to music in an effective way that communicates emotion, right? And most of us, in fact, all of us, even professional songwriters will tell you they're always learning and they're always trying to get better. And now all of a sudden, AI comes along and a sixth grader could write a prompt and it could spit out a nearly professional demo of it in 90 seconds. Like, no joke. If you haven't seen these sites, no joke, it creates something that's pretty darn good and pretty darn amazing. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. But here's the thing. You're not learning anything and you're not practicing the craft if you're not physically writing the words and setting them to music. And again, I'm not picking on lyric writers because if you're writing your lyrics and then you need someone else to put it to music, you're collaborating, right? But you're not collaborating with a giant database and a machine because nobody owns what it spits out. And in fact, these sites are getting sued by all of the major record labels for plagiarizing and training these sites on copyrighted material. In fact, I've messed around with Udio to set some of my words to music just to see what it does. And it has spit out some songs that sound pretty damn close to existing songs. So AI is not creating from scratch, and neither are we, right? Let's be honest. Everything we create is a derivative or some kind of influence from something we've heard before. And that's the magic of being a human. And that's the magic of being you, is the fact that everything you've ever listened to, everything you've ever read, everything you've ever watched, it's somewhere in your subconscious and it comes out in its own unique way when you write. AI is doing the same thing, but it's questionable on like the legalities of it. So what I'm trying to say is these sites are really cool to put your words in and just listen to see what a possibility could be, right? Like I've put words in and it gives me like a totally different genre than I was thinking. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. I could maybe think about doing something like that, but then go back and like create it myself, right? Not copy what it did, but just take sort of the nugget and do it on my own. But the fact that someone is taking a song that the computer basically set to music and did, and then is pitching it at a review meeting and saying, give me feedback on my song, I just think is ridiculous. And it's lazy songwriting. And I also think it's a little bit pretentious in a way to say like, I wrote this song and here is this great recording. It's like, but you only wrote the words as far as we know, right? Like AI can literally write the words and the music of a full song 90 seconds from scratch. You can literally say, Udio, write a song about leaving my home and moving far away and make it a country song with a female vocalist. 90 seconds, it will spit you out a fully written lyric. It will spit you out a fully written melody. It will spit you out a fully recorded demo track with a singer. Like, where's the craft in that, people? I think there's a place for it, right? Like for some people who are never going to take the time to learn how to write songs, they're never going to learn an instrument, and they want to write a song for their mom for their birthday, right? Somebody out there It'd be like really cool if my mom had a personalized song. Okay, Udio, write it, send it. Mom cries, everybody's happy. Someone who's trying to be taken seriously as a songwriter or a producer, and you're just pushing the go button. Like, I just, to me, it's not something that I believe in. And I guarantee you there's going to be some kid or some person that's going to make a complete song with Udio, and someday we're going to have a completely AI generated song go to the top of the charts. Guarantee it. Guarantee that there will be commercial success with an AI generated song. 100%. The artist won't even be real. The everything's generated, right? But does that mean everybody has to do it that way? No, because there's a difference between making money and there's a difference between making a craft and an art, right? Like Walmart and Target sell mass created paintings. Now, some artist created it, and I'm sure they're getting paid, and I'm not picking on that artist, right? But it's usually kind of watered down. It's usually for a mass appeal. And it's different than when you find a one of a kind painting that someone spent. And here again, I'm not saying the artist that makes the paintings at Walmart, I'm not saying that they don't spend time on it either. But the vast majority of painters are not getting hired by Walmart to have their paintings in 10,000 homes, right? There's a lot of artists that are at craft fairs and making unique, one of a kind art that is appreciated in a different way. And I guess that's what I'm trying to say is if you want to be a better songwriter and improve your craft, I think you technically should be studying commercial music because it gives you a sense of what works. It gives you a sense of what tends to connect with people. And then you take that framework, you take the frame of the painting, right? So commercial structure and songwriting structure is the frame of your painting. And then you as a writer have an opportunity to fill in the canvas with what's uniquely you. And when you are using AI to paint your painting, it is not uniquely you. It is the combined conglomeration of an electronic database that more than likely plagiarized millions of copyrighted material to spit out something that it generated from putting a bunch of statistics together based on other people's copyrighted work. So what I want to say is if you're thinking about submitting songs for review and it was created by AI, you need to tell people up front what you created and what was created by AI. Because if you're asking for feedback on how your lyric is set to music and you didn't set it to music, that's just dumb, right? Like, you don't even have the ability to go back into the AI and change it, right? Because you're at the mercy of whatever it decides to spit out in that moment. It's not like you can say, well, so and so gave me feedback on the first verse, so I need you to change this. It's not a collaborator like that. And also, what the hell are you doing? If you're trying to write a full song and then ask other people for feedback, to me, that's just saying, fawn over my amazing song that I only wrote like 25 to 50% of, right? Like, and we can sort of judge your lyrics, but in a way, like, we don't know if your lyrics are actually working in other context. We only hear it in the context of what AI generated. I hope I'm making sense, but this really made me mad this week. Um, so remember, the Copyright Office says you can't copyright anything that's AI, completely AI generated. They will only copyright the human created aspects. So if you take your lyrics and you have AI set them to music, you only own the copyright to the lyrics, not the recording, not the melody, nothing. Also, the sites that you are using are currently being sued for plagiarism and using copyrighted material to basically fill their database and train their learning models. So the legal sort of ground to stand on with all of this is shaky at best, right? Like no one's figured it out yet. Now, do I say don't use AI at all? No, I'm not anti-AI. I use ChatGPT sometimes to look up similar words. I look up related words. I'll ask ChatGPT to review my songs. I'll ask for feedback as if it was a music fan and how might they resonate with it. I will sometimes take an object writing that I've written and I'll put it in and say, pull out lines that could be potential titles. It will spit that out. Also, I've used AI to replace my vocals. So I'll make my vocals sound like someone else. But here's the key. When it comes to songwriting, the craft is you or your collaborators, people, humans, setting your lyrics to melody. And if you're having a machine do it, to me, you're not doing it and you're not learning. And my whole thing with this channel and everything that I do is to learn the craft of songwriting. Because, you know, at this point, we have to be able to outright the machine. And a lot of people are not at the ability to outright the machine, but it's possible, right? And if you put in songs to the AI and you're like, wow, that's better than what I write, that means you need to work on your craft, right? Because you're seeing what your lyrics could be, and you're seeing, oh crap, I don't write very strong melodies, do I? Or oh crap, my structure sucks. So what I want you to leave this video with is AI can be a guide. It can be a foil to kind of show you your weaknesses and your strengths. It can be something that advises, right? But I just don't think you should be creating songs and submitting them for review. I just feel like it's almost disrespectful to the people that are reviewing it, right? Like, what the F are we reviewing for you? So I'll get off my soapbox for now, but hopefully this makes sense. And I just want all of you to go out and learn how to write songs and write a lot of songs. And if you want to learn craft, check out athomesongwritingcourses.com. I have free courses like, are you using rhyme the way that you should be? There's a free course. There's a free course on writing verses. And then if you're ready to sort of take that next step on accountability and doing the work, check out the Pro Writer group. It's a membership, $40 a month, or there's a discount for signing up annually. But I just appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next video.